Let's learn how to build chords so we can accompany each other. We'll start with the G major scale and learn how to build chords in the key of G. When we play a G major scale, we can number the notes in the scale. G is 1, A is 2, B is 3, C is 4, D is 5, E is 6, F sharp is 7, and G is 1 again. When we build a chord, if we build a G chord, we're building a 1 chord because G is 1. If we build an A minor chord, we're building a 2 chord because A is 2. But right now we're just going to be building our major chords, so G, C, and D. In order to build a chord, we're going to start with the root of the chord, which is the chord's name. So for example, when we're building a G major chord, we're going to start with G. So let's play G. Ready, set, go. That is the root of our G major chord. Now we're going to go up the scale, skipping some notes and playing others. We just played G, so we're going to skip A, and we're going to play B. B is the third of the chord. Let's play B. Ready, set, go. Okay, now let's go back and we'll play G and B. Ready, go. Okay, now we're going to continue and add our third and final note to this triad. We just played B, and now we're going to skip C and go to D. So we have a note, skip a note, play a note, skip a note, play a note. That's how we build our chord. Everybody play D. Ready, set, go. Okay, great. Let's play G, B, D. Just like that. 1, 2, ready, go. We've just played a G major arpeggio. An arpeggio is a chord where the notes are played one at a time instead of all at once. So now you know that when you see the letter G on a page, you can play any of the notes G, B, or D, and it'll sound great. Let's do the same math for the C chord and the D chord. Let's find your C, whether it's your open C or your C on the G string. Let's play C. Ready, set, go. Great, we played C. We're going to skip the next note, which is D, and we're going to play E. Ready, set, E. All right, we just played E. Now we're going to skip F sharp. Remember, we're in the key of G and not in C. So we're going to skip F sharp and go to G. So C, E, G. Let's play that C, E, G. Ready, set, go. That's our C chord. So we now know that our G chord goes G, skip A and go to B, skip C and go to D. And our C chord is C, skip D and go to E, skip F sharp and go to G. Finally, let's find our D chord. Everybody play D. Ready, set, go. D is the root of our chord. Let's find the third, which is what we call the next note. Skip E and go to F sharp. Let's play F sharp. Ready, set, go. We just played F sharp. Let's skip G and go to A. Ready, set, A. Okay, let's play D, F sharp, A. Ready, set, go. Now you've played a G chord, a C chord, and a D chord. Don't worry, it'll still sound good. Playing chords this way also has the added benefit that you can play the same chord for either a G or a G minor because there's no third. Don't worry if that didn't make sense. I'll explain that when we get to minor chords. We're going to just be playing the root and the fifth. Because our bridges are curved, we can only play 2 strings at once. Let's jump in and try to play them. For the G chord, we're going to be playing G and D. This is the root and the fifth of the G chord. Take a look at the very top of page 6 again. This is the first thing on that page. Let's play our open G and D if you play the violin, viola, or cello. If you play the bass, you can either choose to play your open G string, or if you're a little more advanced, you can put your first finger on G on the E string and your fourth finger on D on the A string. Let's give it a try. We're going to play a G chord. Ready, set, go. When you play your open fifths, it should sound like this. Let's give it a try. Try to play both strings at once. Ready, set, go. Let's do it again. That was a G chord. When you see G on the page, you'll play G and D with G on the bottom. Ready, set, go. Let's move on to C. Violas and cellos, you have this easy. You can just play open C and open G. Violins have it a little trickier. Violins, put your third finger on the G string and then flatten it out so it also hits third finger on the D string. You may find that you have to tip your elbow back and flatten your finger out, but try not to let your third finger completely collapse like that. You should try to keep it as an arch still. Basses, you can do the same thing that you did for the G chord. You can either just play a C, or you can put your first finger on C on the A string and your fourth finger on G on the D string. It should sound like this. Or it should sound like this. Or let's give it a try. C chord. Ready, set, go. Again, ready, set, go. Now violins. This may be really, really tricky, so you can also elect to play just your C for now while you're getting used to barring your third finger across both strings. Finally, let's take a look at D. D is where the violas and cellos bar their first finger across their C and G string. So violas and cellos, put your first finger on both the C and the G strings. Let's give this a try. Violas and cellos, ready, set, go. Okay, violins, you have something different because you don't have a C string. You're going to play your open D and your first finger on the G string. So you're going to make a tunnel over your D string with your first finger. So no fingers on the D, reach over the D string, put your first finger on G. So D is actually going to be on the top of this chord instead of on the bottom for you. It should sound like this. You have open D and first finger A on the G string. Violins, let's give this a try. Careful not to touch the D string with your finger. Ready, set, go. Let's do it again. Make sure that you're not touching the D string. If you're really having a hard time with this, you can just play open D for now. Ready, set, go. Basses, you finally have an easier option than the rest of us. You can play your open D and first finger A on the G string. It should sound like this. Okay, let's all play a D chord together. When you see D, you'll play this. Ready, set, go. Let's do it once more. Ready, set, go. Take a look at the Try This section of page 6. You'll see 3 different combinations of chords for you to try. These are called chord progressions, and all that means is one chord moves to the next chord, moves to the next chord. Let's play them together. Take a minute to figure out the first line, G, C, D, and back to G. Figure out what you're going to do to get from one chord to the next. For example, on the G chord, you're probably going to use your open G and D. You can play what it says, or just try to challenge yourself and remember. Take a look and figure out what you're going to do to get from one chord to the next. Try this first line. We're going to play it this fast. G, C, D, back to G. Let's try it. 1, 2, here we go. Try this. The first line sounds like this. I'll play it for you. Let's try it. 1, 2, ready, go. Let's try it. 1 and ready, go. Take a look at the second line of Try This. This time it goes G, C, G, D. It'll sound like this. Let's give it a try. Second line. 1 and ready, go. Finally, let's take a look at the third line. C, G, D, G. It sounds like this. Let's give it a try. Last line. 1 and ready, go.